We celebrate not only America every
bando.
single year,
Yes.
but this year we are celebrating 250 years of our beautiful American flag. The red, white, and blue, the stars that shine so bright, the ones that we all saluted every single morning and pledged allegiance to the flag. Today here at QVC, we're gonna do something that I've never seen us do before. We're bringing you a flag, today's special value. Now, not just any flag, one that's made right here in the United States, one that has all of the pride, the craftsmanship, the quality, and of course, all of the beauty that you expect out of that beautiful symbol that we know as our flag. Today, we're bringing it to you from Annin. Now, this is a brand that has been doing this since 1847. This beautiful embroidery, the richness of the colors, the ones that match perfectly to those that you have seen on television, as well as in stadiums, as well as where you see officials, as well as in monuments all across the country. Today, we're bringing it to you today as our today's special value. Now, we have several choices for you. Today, I picked mine up as well because even though I have a flag at home, you want to have a new one that is beautiful, that has the quality and the craftsmanship and the story woven in to it the same way the story of our pride and our freedom is woven into the fabric of America. That is our American flag. Now, today we have it for you in two choices. You can get the 3x5, which you're seeing right over here, at the price that you're seeing on your screen, $27 and change and less than a $10 bill a month. Or right over here to my left, you're going to see a large, beautiful, bold way to display your American pride, and that is with our 4x6 option. Now, if you're picking up the 4x6, we're super limited. Have fewer than 700 remaining at $16 and change on Easy Pay. Or if you're picking up that 3x5, $9.33 on Easy Pay. Your item number is H495338. If you love your American flag, if you hang your American flag up every single day, or if you display it on holidays just like today, I want you to give us a call and tell us your story. But right now, if you don't own one, or if you want a new one, the best one, the one that hangs outside of those monuments that you know and love around this country, today is your day to pick it up right here at QVC at the best price. Now, I'm going to invite in my friend and guest, Scott Hind. He brings us some of the most iconic brands.
Yes, and this
at
is
QVC.
it right here, yeah.
This truly is the most iconic item that you and I have ever presented.
No joke.
The American flag.
100% right. You think of iconic brands in our country, Coca-Cola, Stanley Tools, Ford, this is right there with them. And you know, I've been doing this for over 23 years here at QVC. This is by far and away, of all the products I present, the one I am the most proud of to present to you by far and away, because it is everything you said. Sixth generation, family owned and operated, American made. I mean, every last stitch is American made, American jobs in American towns. You're seeing it right here. You're looking at in Ohio and in Cobbs Creek, Virginia, and South Boston, Virginia, Coshocton, Ohio. All these great towns, 400 seamsters a day work on these flags, double stitched, all the best materials, all the iconic locations they've been to, from sporting events to monuments to, when politicians raise the right hand, to the moon and back. You have seen an Annin flag. It is the best of the best of gold standard.
Look at the embroidery. Every single star embroidered to perfection with that almost light source in the stitching itself.
Yeah.
They shine bright day and night. You're gonna see the red and the white. This isn't a stamped flag.
No.
This isn't a flag that just has a print on it. These are beautiful nylon quality woven pieces of fabric that are all sewn together. They do not tear. They do not fray, and what's really beautiful about it is that today we're bringing you the same craftsmanship and quality, the same brand that you see flying in the air all over the country.
That's
now,
right.
What I love about this, now we're standing in front of the 4x6. This is the big one.
It is.
Right?
It
This
is.
is the
That's
one
right.
that
That's
you've
one,
got
yeah,
the most pride.
That's right.
You've got
That's
the
right.
big
That's right.
flagpole, or you can hang this off of your house just like this. Like, let's show right away.
Any normal pole. This is actually the one I have in my own house because I just happen to have a big gable end on my one side of the house, so it works. But most of you, the overwhelming majority of you, will use that one.
The 3x5.
The 3x5. That is by far and away the standard. But if you could do the 4x6, boy, is that nice. Yeah.
So the 3x5 is the most popular. Now for the day, Aaron, tell me again how many have been sold? over 12,000 have been sold. This is the 3x5.
Yep.
You've got the 4x6 over there.
Correct.
They both work on a 6-foot pole if you've got one of those poles that hangs off of the house, just like we have here in the studio. So if you already have one of those poles, that's great. And it works on either one. But I want to talk to everyone about this craftsmanship and quality, Scott, because when you're bringing us a flag, you're not bringing us just a printed flag. Double stitched. Each one of these a separate piece of fabric.
I don't disparage anybody who wants to display our flag. You believe in our country, love our country, greatest country on earth. However, not all flags are equal, obviously. You can go online and order one that's stamped from overseas, probably from a country that doesn't even care about the meaning the flag does. On the flip side, you can get American made, American crafted, 200 denier nylon, double stitching along the stripes, quadruple stitching along the borders, okay? This really, really, really can just take it. It is UV resistant, weather resistant, corrosion resistant. Every single piece of this flag, the grommets, the stitches, the packaging it comes in, the printing is all American made. It must be because it's gotten a certification, which we'll talk about in a second. But it is the word you've heard me say all day long, pride. Pride. Annin flags are you're not just proud to be an American. We're all proud to be Americans. You are proud to fly the iconic, the gold standard, an Annin flag. And in fact, I'll give you a quick story. A good friend of ours is in the military, and he's pretty far up in one of the branches, and he says everybody who he knows who moves into a new house, as a housewarming gift, he gives them an Annin flag.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a couple things. First of all, the pride, of course. But second of all, every time they look at it, they think, this gentleman gave me something that represents quality. He cared about me. And then third, it's the name. It's knowing that you're having the best of the best. It's a great gift that everybody will enjoy.
And when you look at this flag closely, here's what I want you to think about. What does it mean to be American? What does it mean to have independence? What does it mean to have freedom? What does it mean to have pride? You know, there's a reason why people come to this country to make their life. My parents came here in the 70s, and I'm so grateful for that.
Certainly.
I remember 5 years to the day, my father became a citizen and my mother became citizens, and they both said they were so proud to be Americans. My father always had a flag in the car. He always had a flag outside of the home. He still does today, and there is a reason why. Because he knew what it was like to not have the freedoms of this country.
So, to that point, real quick, if you don't mind, we look around the studio, there's probably 8 or 9 people back behind the cameras. We all have different opinions on things. We all raise differently, believe in different things. But there's one thing that unifies all of us. It doesn't matter where you're from or what you believe in. We live in the greatest country in the world. This is the symbol, and this is also the symbol of the country that allows us to have all those different opinions with no fear of repression or no fear of censorship, nothing. We can say what we want to say because we have those rights. And the flag, when you fly that, you're displaying that you have the pride of knowing that's what our country stands for.
Whether you have a family member who served in the military, whether you just want to show your pride. My neighborhood was so beautiful today. Everybody had their flags out.
It's so great.
Whether you staked them in the yard, the little ones, maybe some people have the flag pole. Some people hang them just off their house, just like this, just like I do. If you want the most beautiful pride of our country hanging outside of your home, this is the flag to pick up. And by the way, to get it at the best price, $27 and change, or that easy pay of $9.33 for that 3x5, over 12,500 orders placed. If you want the 3x5, I have fewer than 600 remaining. Oh, excuse me, that's the 4x6, correct? Fewer than 600 remaining.
4x6.
Yeah, if you want the 3x5, that's available as well.
So
now, this
can we
is
talk etiquette for a second? That'd be great. Appreciate
etiquette.
you. So it is actually law. The flag code is law. It's Section 4, Chapter 1 of the United States Code. So there's laws pertaining to how you should display the flag. So, for example, should never touch the ground, of course. You dispose of it properly, which means either burial or a proper burning ceremony.
Okay.
Our township actually just had one a couple weeks ago. I meant a lot because they said, bring your old flags and we'll properly dispose of them. You should try your very best to not fly them in inclement weather. Now, if
Rain,
you do my mistake,
snow.
it happens. If it does, that's okay. This can take it. But here's the one we're showing the beauty of. If you can fly a flag 24 hours a day. It is a myth that you can't. You can. However, when it is dusk to dawn, it must be lit. Okay? Well, here we're showing that there's a spotlight on this gorgeous flag. Look how it pops. Look how it beams. Look how beautiful, how much pride that gives you because you know it's made here in America with the best materials by American workers, American jobs, supporting American families.
And I love the fact
Scott,
that we
it's
have
gorgeous.
It. Yeah, it really
I
is.
don't think you realize it until you get it home how pretty this flag is. We bought our house 11 years ago, and the sweet people that we bought the house from had a flag on a flagpole and said, would you like to keep it with the house? There was many things they left us, a great trampoline for the kids, all kinds of things. But with no offense to them, their flag was cloth. So what does this nylon difference do? Because it did get ripped, it did get teared.
Sure.
Fell apart
Of course,
on us.
no, it's a very fair question. So this is 200D, 210-year nylon, extraordinarily strong, handmade, double stitched around the stripes, 4 times stitched around the borders. What that does is give you UV resistance. It gives you a wear and tear, tattering resistance. It gives you weather resistance. It's a flag that's extraordinarily well made.
It is quality. You're basically getting the most high-end flag at a fraction of the price that it normally costs.
Amy, the very epitome of American craftsmanship, stuff that we proud of that dates back to the 1800s. Think about that, the days when, you know, you think of like a Ford or a Model T, you think of those Stanley tools, you think of things that are iconic in our country.
Yes.
Annin flags are it, from the biggest sporting events to every time a politician raises their right hand, to caskets, from Abraham Lincoln's casket.
Oh,
Think
that gives
about
me
that.
chills.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All the way
It's
to the
an
moon and back,
Annin
all of
flag.
those things. Annin flags. If you've seen an iconic photo of a flag, chances are good it's an Annin
So
flag.
I'm not here to tell you to hang the flag. I mean, look at that beautiful footage of the home. When we drive to the beach, there's an amazing street, and I don't even know the name of it, but sometimes when I use my Waze app, it takes me down this back way, and I get excited because I'm going to save a whopping 2 minutes off my drive, but I also see this beautiful, probably 3-mile spread where I don't know if the township, the county must pay for it, or just all the neighborhood just recognizes how beautiful the flag can be. Just flags everywhere, all down this stretch. And I find myself, Scott, driving with my back held a little high, and my, you know, my
100%.
posture changes.
Yes,
and
yes.
I just, you know, I take in the glory and the beauty. I'm not here to tell you to hang the flag, but I am here to tell you, if you do hang the flag, let it be this one.
100%.
Because it is striking.
And can I extend on that story real quick? If you don't mind, there's a little table here in front. If we're able to
Do you wanna go
grab
down?
that, maybe we'll voice it real quick and then we'll stay. But if we just show a quick shot of it, I want to really extend that point because I had the same thing going.
It happens to you too?
It does. So every year, we have a little condo in Ocean City, Maryland,
Okay.
on 142nd Street. Long time tradition for years and years and years. We decorate it. Everyone decorates their balconies. They're all
The whole
condos,
building.
the whole building, the whole street. There's flags everywhere, and so you'll see it coming into focus here.
Okay.
You'll see the picture of it. It's going on today, and I'm a little sad to miss it. It's my favorite day of the summer, but I will tell you, it's there on the right of your screen.
Yeah, I don't know
that
if we can
picture
get
right
closer,
there.
that would
if
be
we're able to
awesome
get
if
in
we
on that
could.
a little bit, like you can see, that's what it's looking like right now on 142nd Street in Ocean City, Maryland. Glad to be with all of you today. Glad to be presenting this, but boy, do I miss that shot. It's my favorite day of the summer. It's awesome. That's the pride. And then real quick, as we go then to the left of that, your camera right, you'll see right there why Annin means so much to me. My grandfather was my hero. He passed away 35 years ago in September. The
sorry.
finest man I've ever known. He was a World War II tank driver. That was his casket flag. It meant a lot. It was presented to my grandmother. Then I inherited it. A couple weeks ago, I just took a little peek inside. Annin flag. You know,
Go
it just means so
figure.
much. Those are pictures of him, and that's what I think of when I think of a parade that was in his honor in New Holland, Pennsylvania. His unit over in World War II, and even the ship that brought him back. All these old photos from the 40s. That's what it means to me to have pride in your country, have pride in your flag.
I'm just going to ask you, what does your flag look like? If you love that it is in front of the house, it is on the flagpole, it is somewhere where the neighbors see it, when the kids roll up and say hi to you, it's there. Could you use a better quality? Could the colors be brighter? Could the embroidery be absolutely stunning? I mean, Ron, if you will just give us one more close-up. I have never seen a flag like this. And Scott, it's because Annin is, again, who makes it.
It's the name. It is the name. It is the name. Is the name in flags. Real quick, there's a industry association called the Flag Manufacturers Association of America. They give a certification that is a tougher standard than QVC's. American made. It means that every last stitch, every thread, every grommet, everything, including the packaging and the print, must be made in America, and it makes that standard. It is the pride you have when you have an American flag made by an American company, by American workers who support American jobs. Before we go, thank you all of you who have made this wonderful purchase today, that believed in Annin, and everybody, I hope you have a very happy, healthy, and safe Independence Day, and just remember that we live in the greatest country in the world.
Well, I'm just gonna leave you with your size choices. So if you want that larger flag, the 4x6 size, there are fewer than 530 to go around. And then I love this 5x3. This is what would look best on my size home. And so if you want that 5x3 under $28, there's a bit more in that size, but now at this point we've already taken over